All right, Coach. Really good weekend. Went 2-0. Defense was pretty stout. Just give us your recap of how you felt the team did.
I agree. Good weekend for us. Both teams I think that we played were Adams State had a lot of injuries, so we crept up on them. And then, CSU Pueblo probably wasn't playing their best. We, however, though, I thought defensively came out really aggressive in both games. And even offensively getting it going a little bit. I like the pace, the tempo that we're playing with right now. Both games able to get a lot of bodies in, and especially some of our younger players that are needing those minutes. It's coming together. I think the real tests are still ahead of us, so it's kind of, every game is how can we build off of our past experiences and make sure that we keep getting better. So overall proud of what we did this weekend, and still a long ways to go.
What improvements did you see in your team this weekend specifically?
Offensively, we've really been working on our execution. I felt like our first couple of games, we looked really out of sync. Some of that is because you don't have your All-American Lexi Hightower out there that could just go get an easy bucket for you. We're having to work a lot harder, but doing it together. So that takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. And I thought just defensively, our execution of the overall game plan for each team. I mean, every team is going to be a little bit different, and we want to execute on both ends, not just the offensive end. So defensively, I thought we were able to disrupt and take away a lot of things that they were looking to do.
You mentioned, they're in-region games. How do those teams compare, or does it really matter at this point other than their region wins, compared to, say, other teams in the region or in their conference? Because you might end up playing them again in a postseason tournament.
Yeah, and like I said, Adams had several injuries. Do they get several players back and then can go, be more competitive in the RMAC? You hope so. You want the teams that you play to have successful seasons as well, because that helps you with just the overall strength of schedule. But it is in regional wins, and to me that ends up being the most important piece to everything, because when that committee looks at everything, they want to look at how many D2 wins did you get, along with strength of schedule and things like that. So as Coach Brown was talking about, it's tough to get D2 games. It's tough to get Division II opponents to come to Canyon, Texas. So we are just fortunate that we were able to have two come.
Is Tiana Parker's play kind of ahead of where you thought she'd be coming back from the ACL surgery?
It's becoming that, yes. I thought the first couple of games she was a little tentative and played a little passive, and now you're seeing her a little more aggression out there, which, I would say, and I hope still, that we see her best in January, February, March. As she learns to trust her body, but she's in great shape, and now she's just being more aggressive. I think from the offensive end, defensively, she's always got it. It's good luck if you're going against Tiana. She just has such great timing and good length and size around the basket. But offensively is where I feel like she's really coming into her own right now and looking to attack, looking to score, face up, back to the basket. So she's doing a great job for us right now.
Your guards look more aggressive this weekend. Was that part of the plan?
The plan is always to be aggressive. I think Megan's really helping us at the point guard spot to give us some tempo. We don't want to walk the ball down the floor. We want to play with some pace. Nobody wants to watch a slow basketball game. So Megan's done a great job, and she's one of the best point guards in the country at our level. And she can find her teammates. And I think even players like a Delaney, who traditionally you say, okay, she wants to shoot threes, she's putting it on the floor, finding her teammates, getting to the rim. Natalie Linden is doing a great job for us as well. So some nights you just take what the defense gives you. We've seen some defenses that have sagged off, which has allowed us to attack them a little bit more just because they're playing off of us. So obviously if we get it, we want to go. There's no, we want to play with tempo. So I wouldn't say there's anything, an emphasis that was put on more this week outside of just we're actually doing it now, what we need to be doing.
Even with Lexi going, it looks like it was and with Tiana back, you really got a good inside-outside game that you've always been able to have. At least it showed up in those two games.
We do, and it helps to have great post players. Obviously, they make your guards look good, and then when you have good guards, they can make your post players look, just as good on the floor. I think our guard players got better. That's the area when you lose Lexi, it's not the post players, it's the guards that you're trying to fill that spot in just a little bit. So our guards are looking to score more, attack more, and again, early on, it's just your identity changes as a team when you lose a player, like a Lexi Hightower who can just control the whole game from the offensive end. So it's together. It's going to take everybody every single night, and I think our toughest battles are still ahead of us. So the goal is that we just stay focused, stay hungry, and really kind of be our own worst critic and make sure that we keep getting better after every single game.
Preview Oklahoma Panhandle State for us.
Example would be maybe like the East Central team. They really want to score from the perimeter quite a bit. They score. They may make easy 8 or 9 threes a game, and they have some inside post presence. But I think dribble drive, put it on the floor, space you, and try to score from the 3-point line. So we're gonna have to do a good job on their guards, rebound, and try to make it one and done. And then of course we just need to play well. This is our last non-conference game before we get back into conference play. So, and it's in a high school as well. So they're right down the road from us, and they've done a great job the last couple of years. And to me, the focus will probably be more on us a little bit than exactly what they're going to.